Manchester City, Arsenal. The only team Arsenal are yet to play in the league this season. And this, for me, is one of us, because Arsenal has actually played against every other team, drop points against United, against Southampton, and against Newcastle. This is the only team Arsenal is yet to play. Now, they are the champions of the Premier League right now. They're the current champions of the Premier League. I feel like beating City in the league is actually what's going to define, as in, because a loss to City in the league might mess with our mindset that they are the best team. Everybody thinks they're the best team in the league anyway, because of the kind of squad they have, the manager they have, and all of that. Some people still think that Arsenal, people like Gary Neville, still think Arsenal will drop from that first position and drop when City gets into gear and all of that. But we've seen City play not very convincing football this season. We've seen City play against teams that you normally expect them to beat, and they've lost to. But this is the cup. And the only time Arteta have beaten City since he became manager was in a cup game. That 6-month period where he ran to winning the title. And let's start, Eddie. Man City, Arsenal. I know you want to talk about that seriously, because you want to talk about the strength of the team that should go out today. I'll be shocked if I see a weekend team from Arsenal, because the team isn't playing till next weekend. So there's no reason to. It's just like playing an extra league game. So Man City, Arsenal.
Yeah.
How do we look at this?
So, first of all, the stats don't look good. 7 attempts since Arteta came into the club. He's lost 6 of them. And just won 1, the one that you're just talking about in that FA Cup run. For me, it's very, very simple. This is another game. And I'm talking to the Arsenal players right now. Look at Saka. Look at the players in the dressing room. Look at yourselves and ask yourself the question. Odegaard, you're the captain of Arsenal. Do you want to lift an FA Cup trophy? If you want to lift an FA Cup trophy, then you need to be on the pitch. It's not about, let's play mind games. Because sometimes we overthink these things. We're trying to do psychological warfare. I've heard people talk about, Arteta doesn't want to show his hand because of the league game and all of that. Players just want to play football. There's nobody in that dressing room that you go and ask the question to say, you want to play Man City, on any game, and they'll say, you know what, this is an FA Cup game, I don't want to play. We're not playing Man City till next week, Saturday, right? So I want to see
We're not even playing. We're playing Everton.
Yeah. Sorry, I said we're not playing another game till next week, Saturday.
Next week, yeah.
We're playing Everton. So for me, I want to see a full strength team. I don't want to see, any, maybe the only person that I would consider coming into the team is Trossard. It's just Trossard, only just because it'll be good to kind of see him get 90 minutes or 70 minutes or whatever that is, just to help his, induction into the team, integration into the team. I would expect that. I expect Saka to play. I expect Nketiah to play, Odegaard to play, Partey to play, Xhaka to play. I expect all of those players to play. Maybe give Martinelli a rest, and bring Trossard in. But our defense unchanged, right? I want to see that back four playing, because listen, we don't have a game till Saturday. Man City, I know that they have the depth of the squad, so you might expect Alvarez to play instead of Haaland. But for Arsenal, this is just another game that you need to win and keep it moving. So I would be very upset if I see a weakened team.
Would you consider, Festus, Tomiyasu starting, Tierney starting, and still have Saliba and Gabi in midfield? Will you consider that a weakened defense?
Of course not. Last season, that was our defense, apart from Saliba. We can't call that a weakened defense, but against City, I would like to see Zinchenko play, because there's this thing about cost of the X. I think you want to. I don't think he left in an acrimonious way, but all the same, when you're playing against your team, you want to let them know what you guys lost. So I would like Zinchenko to play against a Tierney instead of a Tierney. But I think Tomiyasu should start. Ben White should be allowed to rest so that he can, whatever happened to him last match, so he can actually recover fully. Just like what Eddie said also, I would like to see a Trossard play so that Martinelli can get the needed rest. But every other person for me, and the keeper also, I wouldn't mind if our second keeper, what's his name again?
Turner.
Turner. Turner can also.
Is definitely starting this one.
Yeah, so I would like to see Turner also, so that our guy can have a rest also. So, but apart from that, I think others should play this match because FA Cup in England now is no longer teams take it serious. And when you're meeting a team like City, you know the interesting thing, the City second team is like, Pep is one crazy guy that changes. Okay, imagine a Cancelo now will likely play this match. Will you consider Cancelo a weak player? But Cancelo should be a sure starter. But Pep, in his usual, whatever happens to him, decides to just bench a player for like 5 matches, 6 matches. Then before you know, he breaks him. But just like what he does to Mahrez. Mahrez at times could go like 5 matches without playing, and suddenly he starts playing him. Today, Akanji is playing, So you could see the likes of even Mahrez may likely play. You see the likes of Cancelo playing this match. So you can't say those are weakened teams. So City clearly, whoever they bring, will always match what their first team looks like. So for us, I think we should play with our full squad, our full strength, and just 1 or 2, guys to rise, so that actually we could, match this match and try as much as possible to win this match. Like Eddie said, the start has not been good. Our last 5 matches, City has won the 5 with 1-0, and the score line in total, they've 13-2. We've only scored 2 goals in the last 5 matches against their 13. That is not a good start, both in their EFL Cup, Premiership, and the score lines at times are so embarrassing. We have a 5-0, we have a 4-1. We have a 2-1. They've been beating us in almost all competition. So I don't, that mindset that this is there is nothing we can do to get a good result against these guys should stop, especially with our mentality this season. I think we should go into this match to win, despite the fact that they are playing it at Etihad. We should go in there, give it a go, and get the results. And mentally, this gives us an edge that, okay, we are here to compete and we can actually beat anybody in the league. City is not our last bus stop.
All right, so I think I agree with you guys. City, Man City, Arsenal, these are the kind of games you need to show your mettle. You need to show that you are ready for the big time. You're ready to stay in there. Remember last week when we were talking, Eddie, and you were talking about Arsenal crumbling under pressure, this is the kind of game I would expect this Arsenal team to come up and actually, give City, if City can lose to, with almost their full squad, can lose to Southampton, can lose to Manchester United, then why can't we beat City? That's the question I keep asking. But
I know the funny thing is that I don't know whether these City players respect the Arsenal players. I don't, I don't know whether they look at. I mean, I know the coach has been saying, some, very nice things. Pep is, bigging up his boy, Arteta and all that, and relishing, everything. I don't know if those Man City players look at Arsenal and think, yeah, they can take us. So, and for me, that's what I want to be looking for in this game. I think it's an opportunity for us, to reset the mindset of those Man City players that we are for real. I was hearing about Mahrez, his interview in Manchester. I was like, we're gonna go for it. Arsenal are the best team, but they are coming to us. Let's see what they can offer. That kind of thing. Like, well, you guys say you people are the real deal. Okay, you're coming to our house. Come and show us. We are the champions. So you're coming to our house. Let's see what you guys have. So I think the mentality needs to be.
They're not the champions. They're not Arsenal are not the champions. They are just league leaders.
No. I mean, I said that we are the champions. I'm speaking as Mahrez saying we are the champions.
Okay, yeah.
And you're coming to our house, so let's see what you guys.
But let's not forget that this is a totally different competition from the league. It's the cup.
Yeah, I know.
Let's keep that in the back of our mind.
But you know the players, right? They're going to be thinking. They're not thinking about FA Cup, league. They are thinking, "Am I better than you? Are you better than us?"
No, but yeah, let me correct you. I won't say I correct you, but let me point something to you. The last time we met was last year. I think about January this time, when it was a hard-fought 2-1 victory, and it was controversial in a way because that
a man sent off.
Yeah, we got a man sent off, and the last goal, I remember that goal, Rodri scored that goal, last minute goal. So you could see it was, despite the man down, it was hard fought. And even with the man down, it's not like we defended. With the man down, we actually matched them and we actually played that match to stand still. So you can't have that kind of close shave, and you say even as our last season, it clearly shows you how difficult it was for them to win that match. So you can't say they don't respect. I think they do. And they've seen they see the kind of football we've been playing. So I think they do respect. Pep has a whole lot of respect for Arteta. Even before Arteta started doing well, he has said it. For the fact that he picked him, the moment he retired as a player, he told him to come join him and work with him. And he has clearly said it over and over that he knows what Arteta is capable of doing. He believes in him, and not just because he wants to win him, but he saw something while they were together, and he always say he learns from Arteta. So Pep clearly respects Arteta. Anytime.
I think Pep, understands Arteta, and has a lot of respect. It's the players I'm talking about. I think those players, probably don't look at Arsenal as a big threat. And you're right, who can forget that game? We scored first through Saka, and it was a penalty that brought City back into the game. And then we lost that very, very late goal, after I think it was Gabriel that was sent off. And then we lost our game 2-1. So I remember the very first game at the Emirates where City won 1-0. It was a Sterling goal. And I remember post-match interview, Pep said that this was the most difficult game that they've had to play so far against Arsenal, and they were very, very lucky to come out with a 1-0 victory against them. So I think there are good things, to kind of show, for Arsenal players to believe in themselves, going into this game.
All right, I hear you guys. I hear you guys clearly. So you guys don't think Pep talking about Arteta and all of that all the time, you don't think it's mind games?
I think he's answering the questions that the journalists are asking him. All the journalists, every time they get him on the microphone, they always ask him, "Oh, did you regret letting Jesus and Zinchenko go?" I think I've answered that question like maybe 20 times, in the last, 3 weeks or so. And then they'll ask him, "Oh, why did you take, Arteta, to your coaching and stuff?" So it's just journalists, they want a story to be created. They keep asking the question. I don't think that, there's any mind games there. And to be fair, I think that Arteta is immune to, those sort of things. He's probably...
Okay, sorry. I wanted to ask
Go ahead.
But for me, I think it's a bit of both. Pep is a very decent human being, very decent off the field. He respects coaches. Yeah, he respects coaches off the field. I remember underline word off the field. I'm coming to something. Off the field is decent. You never hear him castigate any team, talk bad or show bragado or whatever off the field. But in the field, Pep is a bully.
He'll not send you.
He is a bully. He will deal with you. In fact, Pep is leading 3. He's packing in more of his. He's bringing in Haaland. He's bringing in all the rest to come and score more. Pep wants to score 7 goals, 8 goals. So on the field, he's a bully. He doesn't care. He wants to humiliate you on the field. But off the field, he's as cool like that. He respects people. So when these questions are thrown at him, I think it's both ways. It's a bit of mind game. Give them the sense of feeling that they are very good, we fear them, and blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, he knows his game plan, he knows what he wants to do. But generally, I think he respects some coaches or some teams also, and he will always give them their kudos.
So this is what I think. Pep likes Arteta a lot, and I think he's missing Arteta's influence on that Manchester City team, I think they have a friendship that is so beautiful. And that friendship started when Arteta was a 16-year-old player at La Masia, where Pep took him under his wings because Pep said he saw something beautiful, about the way he came on the field once, and Pep just took him under his wings. Like, it's almost like he has the same attitude as himself. And so that friendship has started. And by the time Pep was 18-year-old, Arteta was 18-year-old, two of them became so close, that even when he went to Real Sociedad, they always talked. Remember a Champions League game, Barcelona-Chelsea, at the Emirates, that at Stamford Bridge, that Pep had to call Arteta to talk about, Chelsea, their style, blah, 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 what the weaknesses in the team. It wasn't a coach yet. It was just a player at Arsenal. But Pep respects him that much, to ask him questions. And I think that is what went on till Pep asked him to be his assistant. So I don't think it's any kind of mind games. I think Pep respects Arteta so much, and he loves him so much that he talks about him with a lot of adoration. One of the things Arteta said, 2 days ago that, really, really, really stayed with me was this, that no matter the results between them, no matter the results of games between them, whether they win or Arsenal wins or City wins, that they are still going to be super friends, and that not football is never going to separate, them. And that's beautiful to see. Two managers who respect themselves, two managers who respect what they are doing. And, Pep today likes to talk about Arteta doing well, because even when Arteta was not doing well, he kept hammering on it that give him time. This guy knows football. This guy understands football and the way it should be played. Give him time. And now that the results are out, are there for everybody to see, Pep keeps hammering on it that I told you guys then, this guy knows what he's doing. They are doing so well that right now they deserve to be where they are. So I don't think it's any kind of mind games. And I think that's where, games like this are going to be very, very exciting to watch. I'm looking forward to see Arsenal play tonight. I'm looking forward to see Arsenal play the 2 games against Manchester City in the league, because I want to see 2 of them go, because they know each other. They understand how each other think about football. But do they have the personnel on the field to truly interpret everything they want? Will it be the beginning of the end of City's dominance over Arsenal? Those are the kind of questions that we're going to see today. The last time out, it was very close. The last time City and Arsenal played, it was very close. Would Arsenal show today that they have matured enough to now compete favorably with Arsenal? And I think that's going to be dependent on the team Arteta decides to put out today. But I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed if I don't see the first 11, maybe minus Ramsdale, because Matona has shown us that we can depend on him in the cup games. He pulled out some very, very amazing saves in the last 2 games I've seen him play, and I think he deserves to start, tonight. So I'll be disappointed if I don't see Arsenal put out a super team tonight.
And Kali, why we may not use this game also as a yardstick for the comparison, what you just talked about also. Pep has this funny way of, Pep will always surprise you. Don't be surprised, Pep will bring out his second team all through. So at that point, you really can't justify.
I pray, let him bring him.
He does it. Let us play. You can imagine in the Champions League final, Pep will suddenly just change his team and change his style of play. He is that crazy. He's a very good coach, but at times he overdoes it. Or somebody will say he overthinks football at times. Football can be as simple as that. He overcomplicates things, and at the end of the day, the players may not pick what he's even selling, because at times he goes too off. So you've had a winning squad playing very well. Then in a Champions League final, suddenly you play first 9, you decide to change your players and bring it. Pep can be that funny. Pep, a lot of people could be seeing this game as, how in fact, everybody has played it in their mind, the level of competition we're going to see tonight. And you'll be surprised Pep will bring in those little boys. Even you see how the likes of Kyle Walker that are mature, that have not been playing fully, that could play. But you could see Pep bringing the Richards and those guys to play. And you never can tell. At that point in time, it takes off the shine or what we're expecting in this match. So I think the FA Cup may not be what we really give us
the perfect time to judge
match we are looking at. It could be the league game where I know everybody will want to throw in their best at that point in time. So let's see how it goes. Let's see the players they bring in. But irrespective of who comes in, a City Arsenal will always be a cracker. So I'm expecting fireworks today.
Awesome. All right, guys, that's about all we're going to be taking today. We're not doing fantasy tips today because there are no Premier League games. But next weekend we'll resume our fantasy tips. It's been an amazing time talking football with you guys. Hope you enjoy all our content, on the channel. Like we always say, guys, subscribe to our channel. Let's grow the numbers. Share what we do here, share with your friends, your neighbors, your social media network. Everybody share everywhere you can, and help us, propagate the gospel of Game On. And don't forget, click the notification button so that you get notified every time we put up a content. So that's all from me. Eddie?
Yes. It's been great. I am so excited about the game this week. Especially the game Arsenal and Manchester City. So guys, listen, thank you for all that you continue to do. Let's get this subscription to over 1,000. So share, hit the bell, hit the notification button so that when we post things, you can absolutely see the content that we're there. And we'll be back again, to talk Premier League in a couple of days. So until then, stay safe.
Festus?
Yeah, I've had fun as usual, guys. It's always an exciting time discussing football with my buddies, Kali and Eddie. Guys, I hope you're excited with the match coming today. Go out there, grab some beer, grab some fried chicken. If you're the spicy kind of person, if it's suya, whatever you can grab, sit down and enjoy the firecracker that will be coming this night as Man City versus Arsenal. So when we come back, we'll have some exciting matches to discuss also for the EPL. It's been a wonderful time. Thanks and have a wonderful time. Bye.